what's nice in small, rich and small video store like here is there is a real contact with the guy who runs the shop. You go out of your apartment, you talk to the person, and he knows a lot about movies.
Yeah, he is.
And that's very inspiring. Instead of staying home and just watching TV or watching movies on the net or whatever, which is great too. But I think sometimes it's good that you get your ass out of the house. I'm not sure I got inspiration from a video store to make movies. It maybe except Beacon Rewind because it's the story about the video store. But it was done before, I always forget names when I have to say them. The movie in black and white about two clerks in a video store.
Clerks.
Oh, Clerk.
Clerks! Ah, see, that's how I know the name Clerks, from the movie Clerks. This one was full of VHS. Of course, you had all the DVDs from there. I remember how it was. It was very like a labyrinth. Labyrinthum? My favorite section is when I go and say hello to the owner. It's embarrassing because these people are my neighbor. This is Christophe who runs the place with his brother François and the customer that we are bothering. Well, I remember when it was videotapes. I remember when I was doing Science of Sleep, I watched every night. I would pick a VHS of Wim Wenders.
Ouais, Jarmusch aussi.
Oui, Jarmusch, oui. Oui. So now, where would you? Where are the Wim Wenders now? I'm asking for Wim Wenders.
Toujours au même endroit.
Ah, same place.
Ouais, bah, pas vraiment.
Yeah, because c'était comme un labyrinthe.
Voilà, oui.
It's a Wim Wenders movie that's called The Anxiety of the Goalkeeper Before the Penalty. It's just an amazing movie about a guy who killed somebody. It's the hidden place. Ah, you look VHS behind. That's so cool. He's trying to go to the border of East Germany.
Yes.
And we just follow. It's very natural. It doesn't judge. And this movie really was inspiring.
L'angoisse.
This is a most tortured title, and it doesn't depict the movie at all. It's just at the end you end up watching a football game, and you get caught. See? Ah.
Zazie.
Excellent. It's from a story by Raymond Queneau, who was a friend of Boris Vian. They had the College of Pataphysics together, which was a nonsense, very academic nonsense congregation. It was one of the things I watched to stimulate. Sounds like masturbation, but Polanski, who depicted Paris much better than many French directors. So this guy Méliès invented science fiction. He was the first guy who used the camera to make actually fiction again. So he was flat, but on the screen he would look three-dimensional. So that's an inspiration, even like for Spielberg or all those guys, they consider him as their master.
Et la maîtresse, le premier film de Barbet Schroeder, qui est très connu aux États-Unis, Barbet Schroeder.
Talking about a movie about sadomasochism.
Oh, I love that.
You
like
excuse me,
like
Tiffany.
No,
please
not
behave.
like
And this one is one of the best movies I know, if not the best one on prostitution. And she's Miu Miu in the Science of Sleep. Well, there is one funny story.
Okay.
It's my son who was staying in my apartment, and he was with an American friend. So we come here and say, "Do you have any movies that are in French but with English subtitles so my friend could watch?" And he said, "Oh, we have Michel Gondry's movie." And he said, "No, I'm not interested."
Ils ont ça aussi sur la tête. Comment il s'appelait? Animal Done. Oh, comment ça s'appelle? Tu te souviens de ça, non? Zouk Machine, merci.